I'm Andy, thank you for watching. So today's video is just a quick video on a few tips that I do to kind of help keep my chickens cool in extremely hot weather. So at the minute in the UK we're having this kind of mini heat wave. I've just checked, it's 34 degrees outside. So I can't kind of handle being out in that heat. I'm not built for heat. Let me just move you up here, and I don't think it's fair that the chickens are kind of left to their own devices and I don't intervene and don't, look after them essentially. So I'm just going to kind of share with you a few little tips that I do, help keep my chickens nice and cool in hot weather. So I'll take you out the side of the fence. Number one then, shelter. It seems obvious, but chickens need shelter. So you can see behind me, I built that little kind of wooden shelter there for them. I built that, when did I build that now? I don't know, beginning of the year anyway. I built that purposely for a windbreak and also shelter from the sun. So they've got that. They've got underneath the coop as well, which they can kind of, get out the direct sunlight. But I've just put this up for them as well. Really simple. It's just a sheet of tarpaulin, and then it's got 4 kind of tarp or camping poles. I've just pegged it down, and that it's covering their dust bath. It's covering where their drinkers are as well. So real kind of simple solution, and you don't have to use poles like this. You can just use things like bamboo canes. Bamboo will do exactly the same thing. Just tie it off at the top, and they'll be happy. But yeah, providing shade for your birds is quite important, certainly in this weather. Oh, it is hot though, isn't it? Blimey. Right, I'm just going to take you in the kitchen. It's just fill up a couple of their feeders, so let me just pop you down here a second. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of the new subscribers, thank you very much by the way, you're from the US, so I'm interested to hear how hot your kind of summers you're having to put up with. What do you do for your chickens? Because I guess in temperatures like you might get in certain parts of the US or Australia, they far exceed what we get here in the UK. So yeah, let me know. So one other thing I do is I've got a number of different drinkers, and I'll put that in shaded spots throughout their kind of chicken area, throughout their run. That way it's not in direct sunlight and the water's not going to heat up too quickly, so they've always got a supply, hopefully, of kind of cold, fresh water. Move you over here now. So if you're lucky enough to have an ice machine on your freezer, noisy, but it's a great idea to put ice in your chicken's water. So the chickens appreciate it, it stays colder for longer. There you go. So at the minute I've got 3 drinkers for them throughout their run, and as I said, they're all predominantly in the shade. Right, another little tip that I've got as well is when I generally kind of an evening, I'll just get a few little plastic tubs, fill those up with water as well, because it's all very well having the ice machine, but when the wife finishes work and she's looking forward to that gin and tonic, she comes to get some ice. Oh, there's none left, so that's all gone to the chickens. But yeah, another tip as well is have a look in the freezer. I've just got a few of these, just little plastic tubs, which are now full of ice. 2 of these will go in their drinkers, and then the other one I will leave out for them as a bit of a kind of pecking ice block, if you like. Probably this one, because it's a lot bigger, so it's a bit thicker, that one. So I'll take that out to them, pop that one down, and the others, as I say, will go in their drinker. Okay, so I've popped the ice in there. So this one's going to go on their shelter off the floor. That's out the sun now. I've put this big shelter up for them, and then this one is going to go in here. Big ice blocks. This one I'm also going to pop up there for them. So they're all in the shade, and as I say, that way it's not going to heat up too quickly. That's it. Okay, alright, let's move you over here. Oh, yeah. So we get sun. I'll show you actually. So it rises sort of over the, you can't quite see the hill from here, but basically where that pole is, just a little bit to the left of that, and it rises and it goes all the way around the back of the house, back of the fields, and it sets behind the barn over there. So the chickens, bless them, are in pretty much full sun from about 12:30, 1 o'clock onwards. So these little kind of tricks and tips are you know, vital for their well-being more than anything. Obviously it's a common cause of death in chickens to overheat, so we've got to look after them, haven't we? You know, any animal, we have to look after any animal, no matter what it is. But and that's it really. So shelter, ice cold water. If you also as well, if you grow things like watermelon, put that in the freezer, put it out for them, they'll love it. It doesn't have to be watermelon, it could be berries, strawberries, you know, things like that. If you freeze them and then give them to the birds, yeah, they'll really appreciate it. But I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching, and thanks again to all the people that have subscribed recently. It's great, and I'm glad you like my content. I'll see you again. Take care.